Hey y'all, it's Rob Sachetto. How y'all doing? Oh wow, this camera's way off. Okay. There we go. I think. Yeah, you don't need to look at me. You don't need to. You don't need to see. You don't need to look at this ghoulish face. It's me, Rob Sachetto from the studio. Hey guys, welcome to another episode. This time, it's Marvel Zombies. Yes, and I'm doing all of this from scratch with, I've got reference around me for how the costumes look because I always watch the costumes. And that is well documented. So, today we're going to be doing Marvel Zombies from scratch. I don't know how well this is going to go. I've got a lot of different kinds of paper here, and none of it's good for this. So I'm literally going to have to find a style. Literally find a style that works with the paper. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah. So I'm going to have to figure that out. And apply that Marvel zombie character gimmick to it with the zombification. So it's a long walk, man. It's a long walk. Let's see. Okay, let's go. What can we do for Spider-Man? What could he be doing? I'm going to start with the head here, but it could go anywhere. Maybe round out his shoulders. Maybe, I don't know. This is one of those things where you're like, what should I make him do? You know? Is he being affected by the zombie virus, or has he already gotten it? I think he's, okay, yeah, I think he's already gotten it, yes. Alright, now I have a purpose. Did you see literally how that process went? And this is how I do these things, I have to figure out why I'm doing the thing, and have it give it a purpose, and then I can draw it. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm doing, I can't just formulate something like that, I guess. But then I guess that's what that is, but you need that sort of, again, you need that purpose, right? So, yeah. And even this, I think, I'm not sure of, though. Yeah, should I make it more... Yeah, that's a question mark for me right now, with the legs. Despite him being... Okay, maybe that's a better posture for him. Okay. Yes. Yes, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yes. This is what I wanted. You work it out. You think, what would Gil Kane do? You know what I mean? And, if he was drawing a zombie thing and yeah, almost. I almost, do think of what would Gil Kane do, because I love his structure so much, and like I said, he can teach you how to draw with his art, because you can see all the structure of everything, it's drawn there. So that's what I kind of think of, and then it comes to me, type of thing. Again, if I'm drawing from scratch, right, if I have zero purpose, I have to make one. I have to make up a purpose, and sometimes that's half the thing, if not more. So I'm like, what do I make Spider-Man do? Okay, he's crouched down and he's like, his feet are in he's almost like he's pigeon-toed type of thing, and he's angry, man. So yeah. And now I'm gonna figure out the head, because I have a feeling I can make him look even more deranged with the head tilt, So yeah. Yeah. So again, this is the working it out stage for me anyway, because again, this is not what I do, right? I'm not like I don't I'm not a comic book artist in the sense that I do traditional comics or anything like that. So doing superhero stuff is it's just kind of weird, weird or different, a different style, It's not weird. It's just different. Yeah. I love it. It's it's simplified, and that's the thing. I think that's the thing with me. I don't simplify, and I do too much. I do too much detail too fast, I think. I don't know. Just a little critique. Critique of my work. By myself. I'm gonna check the chat. Oops. Yeah. I am excited for Marvel Zombies. What a concept, man! It took them until, when did they debut? It was in Ultimate Fantastic Four. I think during the early 2000s, when they had the Ultimate line, when they first came out with the Ultimate line, it was like Fantastic Four, Ultimate Fantastic Four 21. So in their lineage, that's very late to do zombie versions of your characters. To me. It's funny that because they would call Marvel fans Marvel zombies, because they would just buy any comic that was Marvel, and you'd therefore be called a Marvel zombie. So that was already in the pipeline. That was already in the zeitgeist, and they didn't do that Marvel zombies thing until years, like decades later, man. So, anywho, seems like a missed opportunity, man. But anywho, yeah, there we go. We got some good. Maybe that should be. Should that be more? Maybe that should be more. Should it? Could it? I'm going to come back to this, I think. I'm going to come back to it. Yeah. It needs something. It needs more simplicity. Yeah, I don't know. I've always had trouble with Spider-Man because he's always in weird, improbable. Every time I see somebody do Spider-Man, I'm like, oh man, I wish I could do Spider-Man like that. I just don't. He's not I'm like Kirby when it comes to Spider-Man. I don't think I do a good Spider-Man. I remember seeing Kirby's Spider-Man and it was not cool, man. That was the only thing I ever. It didn't look like he wanted to do it. It didn't look like he wanted to do Spider-Man, So yeah, but yes, getting back to excited for Marvel Zombies. Yes, for sure. Let me go back to the BTS channel there. Getting way off topic, man. Yeah, okay, you know what? I'm going to switch to the Hulk. And, yeah. No muss, no fuss. Hulk. Zombie Hulk, man. There. Got the got the underpinnings of it. Yeah. Zombie Hulk, man. Yeah, you know what? This is what I should have started with. I should have started with this because broad strokes, man. Yeah, I shouldn't have started with Spider-Man. I needed a warm-up for reals. Yeah. And this is definitely like a warm-up type of drawing, because again, like broad strokes, you know, you're loosening up. Yeah, I should have led with this. Yeah. Yeah. Because again, the paper, as I mentioned before, the paper is incredibly textured. Like you could probably see it. Yeah, you can see how that's like it's like plastic. Yeah. And it's so bumpy. Like you have to find a style that fits with the literal paper, the surface of the paper, man. You know. So yeah, it's crazy. But yes. Should he be grabbing more? Should he be? What's that? Yeah, the grabby hand that he's got. The Hulk hand's the grabby hand. Yeah. That hand. That type of hand. But he's gonna be bony and everything. Yeah. Should that come out more? Yes, that should come out more. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Pants can't get much more ripped, man. You know? He's a zombie and the Hulk, so his pants are like, you know, just mere tatters. They're all rotten. Rotten and hulked out. But yeah, I'm going to try to do a great, you know, grimacing Hulk face. Zombie version. Yeah, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I like this. I like the way this is going. Very reminiscent of the Sal Buscema Hulk. Yeah, I just love. I love Sal Buscema's Hulk. Excuse me. Oh man, those were the greatest. The UFOs. Yeah. Yeah, that was fantastic. All of those great issues. And Rom Space Knight. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love that so much. Again, Sal Buscema's pencils, and then often like these great like Akin and Garvey or whatever their outfit is called. Akin and Garvey. I never understood what that is. But that's how they were billed as inkers, Akin and Garvey or something. And they did incredible inks. Like incredible inks. I've never seen Sal or anybody's pencils been taken over that heavily and embellished by any inker before. Yeah, but man, what a great job. Yeah, just wow, they were incredible. Added so much depth, and yeah, they were wild. They were wild. I'm surprised Marvel let them do, that much of a number on Sal's pencils, man. But it was great. It was great. Yeah, those are great issues to look up for sure. So we got the sort of, you see the wind in that nice fluidity, and so that leg is back there, foot back there, and this is obviously out. That's the big knee, and yeah, you've got a great sort of, I could actually even add more bulk up here. You know what, to be honest, I could add anything to this. Like I could even add like giant growths and stuff on them. It's the Hulk, man. It's the Hulk, undoubtedly the Hulk, So yeah, I should have led with this for sure. I was like toiling over that Spider-Man one, like I was fumbling it badly. Yeah, imagine it's for me doing Spider-Man is weird. I don't know, like I just find I haven't found my groove with Spider-Man yet. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah. And like, I love the character, man. I love the character, I collect the comics still, And, but yeah, I don't know why drawing him is not, like, doesn't work for me. I haven't found the groove. I haven't found the groove with Spider-Man yet. Yeah, I haven't spent enough time. I do him so rarely that, like, I do versions of Spider-Man as a zombie so rarely that I have no rhythm with them, so it's hard for me to find a connection with the character to kind of do it just like I could do Conan standing on my head, but Spider-Man, it's I don't know, for some reason I think I've got the John Buscema virus, man, where he just wanted to do barbarians and stuff like that, and like Conan and Thor and things like that, and not like superhero stuff, But man, he did it so well anyway. Like, yeah, he was quite incredible and memorable, and you could really learn from that guy too. Like just his incredible comic book page layouts and art. Oh my goodness, yeah, John Buscema, man. Oh, that's why I haven't had any coffee yet. Fool. Yeah, there's an ace. I like the Hulk. I think the Hulk's good. I think he's good. And what I'll do, of course, is I guess he's got purple. Yeah, he's always got purple pants, right? Yeah, purple and green. Purple and green. Yeah, there we go. There's some nice pant rip design, you know, to go with the circular structure. Yeah. I could even add more. I just want him to be almost like deformed Hulk. Zombie Hulk. Yeah, that I could do, you know, like the gamma radiation is just like gone into overdrive with the zombie virus and causing absolute mayhem with his dinner, with his DNA, with his dinner. With his dinner. Yeah. There. That's good. I like that. Yeah, that has some nice fluidity to it. Fluidity. That's more like a Simonson, Walt Simonson kind of, you know, doing that. Yeah, you see what I mean there? Yeah, that's like a Walt. Ah, man, I love Walt Simonson. Oh my goodness, that guy is. He's just epic, man. He's just epic. Wow, what a powerhouse. Like, what a powerhouse, man. I love his work. I love his work. Yeah. Yeah, Walt Simonson. Those Thor issues, those Fantastic Four issues. Oh man, yeah, those were treats. Yeah, and that what was the thing he just what was the thing he just did? It was like was it Valhalla or what? I don't know what the name of the I think it was an independent comic or maybe an Image, like I think it was owned obviously by Simonson, but I don't know what it was called, but he just came out with something or had been working on something for a while that was, again, I would catch glimpses of it. I don't know where. Was it on X? I can't remember now. But I would just be blown away. I know this is the most vague thing in the universe, but it's all I got, man. You know? There. We'll put the sinew and all that stuff in later. Or should I put this too? Yeah, I probably should. Yeah, the lower part of the pant leg kind of needs to be in there, right? Could be ripped up and everything, but it does need to be in there. Yeah. But that's fine. Fine. No, fine. Fine. There. Yeah. And there is the Hulk. Do, 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 do. It's Godzilla, but still. Do, 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 do. Is he zombie enough? Yeah, I think so. he'll be more zombie as he progresses. There'll be probably more, notes of zombie within his detail, But yeah, there's a really good. I really like that Hulk. It's a really good. I like it. It's very good as the Hulk. Yeah. Oh, maybe his hand is mutating, man. Yeah, something's happening to him. Yeah. Yes. I like. See, this is it. Again, if you guys love watching Process, this is nothing but Process, man. I have no. I have no agenda other than I'm drawing Marvel Zombies, and that's it. So I'm just making this up as I go along, and figuring out backstories for the characters' motivations, because otherwise it's harder to draw. So. And yes, my name is Rob Succhetto, and this is my studio in where I draw zombies all day long for a little site that I call Zombie Daily, which is my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Check that page out. It's absolutely incredible. More zombie art than you could possibly imagine. And back in 2006... I invented zombie portraits, where I get folks actually send me a photo of themselves or loved one, or for a gift, or whatever the case, and I zombify them in an actual painting. So they get zombie portraits. As a gift. You can give zombie portraits as a gift, or get one for yourself. It's very cool. It's one of those things that's literally a one-of-a-kind thing. And it's original art, so that's very cool. There won't be much of that left, in the days to come. Because of technologies. Technologies. Yeah, I'm gonna add like sort of little, because I like that. I like the concept of the possible radiation overload being a thing. Yeah. There. Okay. Zombie Hulk, yo. There, man. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll do probably, let me work up to the Spider-Man one with, say, like a Wolverine, someone with a costume. That's another thing, like Wolverine's stupid costume again. You know what, I should know this. It's awful. But yeah, I don't. I don't know what his costume looks like. I'll find some reference. I must have reference. Yeah. What is he doing? What is he doing? Yeah, what's he doing? No, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's kind of drifting off there. I'm like, what's he doing? Is he flexing or like? Yeah, I was caught in a sort of decision bubble. And I chose poorly. He chose poorly. What's Wolverine doing? Oh, how about stance? That sort of Wolverine, or more classic superhero type stance. Yeah. There, that's much better. Ah, feel better? Yeah, hey? Okay. I'm gonna do the big belt thing, I'm gonna do that big belt thing. I think that kind of works. Okay, then claws always popped. Safety always off. My name's Cyrus. I don't care who you are. Yeah. Thinking about those Trailer Park Boys, man, from way back. To me, way back. I haven't indulged with her in Trailer Park Boys for a while, but I think I'm due. Funny stuff. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, that's gonna be like that. Yeah. His heed, because man, I could go anywhere with this. Which? Oh, okay. Here we go. I got it. Yeah. I see it now. I see it. Yeah, for sure. This is awesome. Yeah, this is a great zombie Wolverine. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I do. I love it. I love it. Yeah. That's great. That's great. Sure. Yeah. And he still has his eyeballs. Yeah, they keep coming back. Just so they can rot again. That's what's driving him insane. So lots of tissue. Wow, lots of things going on in his structure. Metal at times, rot, regrowth, if possible. Yeah, lots of things going on in there. So And then the what do you call it? Claws are coming out the top. So there. Thin claws? I like the thick claws, but I don't know. No, I think for this, I think the thin claws are better for this. What do I want to do with that hand, or do I want to put? Let's see. So yes, this is Zombie Wolverine. And again, stupid costumes. I need reference. I know. Oh, okay. See, and this is not. Yeah, that's the ultimate Wolverine. See, more confusion, man. Like, yeah, and there's an alternate Wolverine, man. Like, come on. There's more versions of him than like the original Wolverine, man. Come on now. Oh, allergies or something. Where's Wolverine? Well, isn't he? Oh, it's another version of him again. Oh, I'm dying. Yeah, and he doesn't even have his own title anymore, or maybe he does. I don't know. Oh. But yeah, it's crazy now. I like how am I not finding reference of Wolverine in a Marvel catalog? Oh, no! Again, it's whatever, Laura 23 or whatever, Kitty or whatever, yeah, X23. Oh my goodness! Yeah, it's it. Where's the real Wolverine? Okay, he's not around. Like there is no. Oh, there. Okay, well there's a little bit of his costume. Okay, I'll try to. I'll use that. What is that? I guess. Oh yeah. Okay, those like shoulder pad things. Should I? Yeah. You know what? I'll put it on one of his shoulders. And then he's got the stripe. And then, and then he's got stripes here too. Right. And, but you know what? I'm giving him a big belt. I don't know. I'm just doing it. Oh no. Oh my goodness gracious. Excuse me, guys. Woo! Oh, I've got some I got a roll of napkins here. There we go. And a little bit of coffee. Hope you guys are having a great night. By the way, I just about to drink this and I'm like, no, but Saturday night? Yeah, I don't think I've done a live stream on a Saturday night, so maybe you got me in the background. As if. All these kids partying and I'm in the background on the TV. That's funny. Anywho, Yeah, I hope you guys are having a great night. Hope you had a great week and you're having a relaxing weekend. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with his hand. Do I want to make him like I don't know. No, I think I should have his claws out too there. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. I kind of don't know what kind of pose I want his other hand to be in. Like if it's his claws pop, then I'll do this. Do I want that? Do I? Do I want him? I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like the grab hand. Yeah, I kind of like the grab hand. I like that a lot. But is that enough? Zombie Wolverine. And that's where I'm gonna. Yeah, there. It's all. You know what? I'm gonna actually. Well, I could. Yeah, I'll do this. There we go. Yeah. But this is all skeletal or dried up type of thing, or it's trying to revive itself again, maybe. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do with that hand. Like I really like it. I really like it grabbing like that kind of motion more. But I don't know. Do I? You know what? Maybe here's this. I'm going to try this. Maybe here's this. Yeah, I never see. That's the thing. I never think of these poses, right? Like, yeah, I do. I've done comics, but I'm not a comic book guy. You know what I mean? Maybe this. Yeah, I think I like this better. It's way more comic booky too. Yeah, like he's, yeah. Like he's winding up, But yeah, I like that. Yeah, I love the skull kind of look, But I'm gonna really, take care of how the teeth go and everything before I get to the inking stage. But it's almost there. Like, it's almost there. The inking stage is almost there, basically. So, just have to put because these are going to be color. Like, we're going to do these in color because this is actually watercolor paper, So this is just basically the sketching, working out, like figuring it out phase. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going with the flow type of thing, and yeah, seeing what happens, man. So, like, I didn't like where that arm was ending up. So I'm like, yeah, I think it looks better in this kind of with this kind of orientation. you know. Yeah. Yeah. So yes. So I'll get back to this too. I'm going to get a few sort of sketched out. I'll have to figure out. I think it's gonna. I think he's gonna be really kind of. What do his boots look like? What do his boots look like? Oh, okay. So he's got. Yeah, that's. I don't even know when that Wolverine. That looks like a weird other Divergent Wolverine almost. He's got like. He's got like knee pads. I don't know. Yeah. But I guess his boots. Boots. Yeah, I'm gonna do. There. So yeah, he'll be riddled with some sort of virus, zombie virus that's continually turning him into a zombie, but he'll be repairing himself at the same time. I'm sure I've seen that. I'm sure I've seen that in a What If or something. Where that does happen to Wolverine, where he turns into a zombie, and that keeps happening to him. If I'm not mistaken, I think I've seen that before. I'm not the first. I'm not the first person to. Definitely not the first person to think of that one. What was it? What was it again? Was he? What was it doing? What was I doing with this again? Oh yeah, okay. That's what I was doing, I guess. Like, what was I doing with that arm? Because I just sketched it almost like zero placement of anything. I just kind of showed a blob of where the arm should go. So I really needed to flesh it out, and I was like, where am I going with that again? Like, there's a shape in there that describes it better, so I'm trying to find that shape, so yes. things yeah, so we're just sketching again, like, I'm loosely doing this, and I'll find more stuff to tinker with as I get back to it. I'm going to get back to it. But again, this is just a process. Like, this is just a process thing. Like, I wanted to show you guys, like, what this process kind of is. And it's very sort of, organic, obviously, because I'm this definitely isn't scripted, man. I'm really making this up as I go along. For reals. Like, yeah. I'm not that good an actor to be screwing up this bad. No, you know what the thing is, for real, it's not knowing what you're doing, not knowing what you're drawing exactly, and like having that figuring it out phase, you know, until you sort of find it, you know. So that's how I'm doing these things, obviously, right? I'm not using any reference other than the costumes, because, like I said, I suck at costumes horribly. I never remember what they look like. Like, I had to look up this Wolverine. And I know this isn't you know what, he's just a variant, though. He'll be a variant Wolverine zombie thing, you know? Yeah. Yeah, there. I don't know if I like that leg there. I have to change that. Might have to change that. Again, I don't know what his boots or whatever look like. So, again, it's kind of weird drawing the leg because I'm not sure what... like, I find so... No, I'm not trying to be offensive to comic book artists or anything, but sometimes, like... when you kind of look at it for reference, you're like, there's not, like, none of these things look the same, kind of thing, and you want a definitive version of whatever that character is. Yeah, it's like, yeah. So yeah, I have no idea what his boots look like, Oh, see, yeah, but they're obscured. Of course they are, Yeah. Oh. Can kind of see them. Oh. Yeah, are they those? Right, okay. So if I did that, so people would know. What are they like? Well, I don't want to. Yeah, that's a good question. Now, what do I do about that? Because I don't want to put. Do I want to put that weird boot there? Yeah, you know what? I guess the claws will definitely. The claws will definitely come up. That's what I was. See, I'm just doing some okay, the lines here should not. Those lines should not line up like that. And those are things, man. You have to really avoid, having lines that intersect like that. That is man, you'd be blown up. It just happened right now. You'd be blown away how often that happens, man. There's a glitch in the Matrix, man, and your lines intersect perfectly wrong, and you're like, oh, how does it do that? It's and the drawing almost doesn't work any other way, but like that anyway. Yeah, you have to figure out a way around it. So that's what I kind of just did there. And that actually looks great. I really love. That's what I was looking for. Again, I don't do superhero stuff, right? So it's not like I'm a Marvel artist who could just sort of go to the drawing board and whip up a wicked Spider-Man in 70 seconds, man. That ain't me, man. That ain't me. Like I'm not comic book adept. Like traditional comic book thing adept. I draw comics, but not the Marvel way. We'll call it that type of thing, But yeah, I think I do use like the same kind of pacing and things that you would expect from a comic book story. I've read tons of comics, right? I've kind of studied comics and things like that too. So when I do my own comics, yeah, like I try to be as succinct and economical as possible and tell the story with the art as much as possible too. What was I gonna? Oh yeah, that dumb. What does it look like? Man, that looks so dumb. Okay, I guess I'm gonna put that. I guess I'm gonna put that thing there. Yeah, I don't know. I find it kind of weird. Shoulder pads. It does look cool though. It does. Man, you know what? Like, I guess that was the Byrne era, I think, right? Or the Cockrum era. And then Byrne, that's what I remember it from. I think is the Byrne version when he was doing X-Men. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's good. Man, I really love that Wolverine zombie face, like the face. Yeah, that's great. I think I really like that. I think I really like that. Douche. There. Big veins. Big veins in there. Yeah. 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 There we go. Okay, so got that. Who else was I gonna do? Okay, so I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do. Whom? Thor? Oh, maybe I'll do Thor. But again, that's tough because what's a good current Thor? I'm trying to find reference for like the regular Thor, and I don't think oh, there it is. Wabooge. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. You can't do better than Steve Rude for that classic Kirby-esque style. Oh man, yeah, that's just wonderful. Yeah. So I think I remember how Thor. Well, I mean, there it is. There, that's a pretty good reference. I think it's pretty simple. He's pretty simple. Like the old costumes were pretty damn simple, man. Some of them are just pants. Boom, The Thing is like pants, shorts. Yeah. So we're gonna do Thor. We'll do Thor. fanning it out. See where I can go with it. Sizing it up. You know what? This is a huge thing. Not only is this paper like super textured and like plasticky, as you can see there. You can see what I mean, right? It's smaller than the paper I usually use to do illustrations on. Sorry, I've got this sinus thing going on right now. I got this Cyrus thing going on right now. I've got this sinus thing going on right now. Silence. Yeah, just working it out, trying to figure out where I'm going to go with this. But yeah, which hand is going to be the hammer hand? Yeah, will he still be worthy as a zombie? That's the question. You guys watching this? You watching this? You guys watching this? I hope you're watching this. I hope you're having a great night, guys. Man, I've been doing quite a few of these live streams for y'all, and I hope you've been digging them. Showing you the process of how I draw stuff. Again, it's kind of just the way I do it. There are as many probably processes as there are artists, so this is just the way I kind of do my thing, and it's mostly, if not entirely, taught, I guess. Yeah, I just felt comfortable with the medium, so. It's a style that I kind of invented for myself, I guess. So yeah. I'm sure other people did it. I'm not saying I invented it. I'm saying I invented it for myself. I didn't kind of read. Yeah, I don't do a lot of art book reads, other than I think I've got a really cool inking book up there. Yeah, but I'm mostly in for the pictures, man. learning from the drawings and things like that. No, I'll read the fair bit, but not as often as I do. Check out visuals. So maybe this one lends itself well to the grabby hand, big thick. And then he had those. He had the wristbands. Yeah. The old Thor, man. The old Thor. Like the Kirby Thor. The Kirby Thor. Yeah. And he had, yeah, see, there it is again. I thought he had, shoulder pads or whatever too, didn't he? Man, see, isn't it? That is so weird. What is that, man? That is like Mandela effect times a trillion, man. Like I know what Thor looks like, but if I'm drawing him, I have to use reference because I don't trust my memory on the costumes because I've seen Thor in so many different costumes, man. Yeah, I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any Thor reference up there, for the love of goodness. Yeah, okay, well. No. Well, there's another really cool Thor, but again, it's everything's obstructed in shadow. I should just do that. Yeah, boom, it's done. Shadow. Yeah. How do you like that? Shadow. No, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. That's so funny. Like do like simplified version, like, you know, doing more black spotting than detail, you know. But I love doing the detail stuff. I just love doing that, you know. Yeah, just trying to figure out the best way to show his hand. Clenching the hammer. Or maybe his arm should be up more? Should it? Yeah, this is better. I think. Yeah. You are watching an old man draw. Working out how Thor's gonna look. Yeah. Zombie Thor. Cause Marvel Zombies, cause that's why. Gotta check the chat. Wow, I haven't checked. Oh, you know what? That clock. Oh, you fool! I forgot to put batteries at clock. No. What time is it? Oh wow, 10:05. Holy jeez. Hey, Philip Gandy. Oh my goodness. I should have checked the chat. Philip Gandy. Hey, how's it going? Nat, how you doing? What an amazing stream. Oh, thank you. Amazing stream. Thanks, Nat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Is this Zombie Kirby Thor? Yeah, man. No, you know what? This right now is more. I don't know. Like, I think it's. I'm trying to figure out like how. Trying to figure out where his arm should go. You know, but maybe this is more of a Neil Adams Thor. You know, that kind of like super bulky though, but like that kind of torso and everything. You know, maybe when I put those sort of designs on him, it'll, yeah, well, obviously, sure, it's making him look more like Thor right away, you know. And then the little sort of thin belt with the T on it. Yeah, man. Yeah, old school Thor, man. But This is more of a Neil Adams Thor, like in dynamics anyway. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't be like, oh no, it's not like Neil Adams. In that sort of dynamic chest area, that whole sort of twist and all that. That's kind of what I'm referring to there. So yes, but nothing else. You know. So to answer your question, no, more like Neil Adams than Kirby. But yeah, Kirby would have been a great way to go too, because man, it's simplicity in itself, right? So, or should I? Because I kind of like this arm. That hand would have been perfectly good, but I kind of want to. Kind of want to give it a more powerful grasp, I think. And again, it's the classic. Man, there was not much detail to it. It just had that round disc at the top, and it was pretty much a square mallet, and it had the stripes. You know. Yeah, I had those armbands. I think that might look better, no? I kind of like, yeah. You know what? It's true. He did have some sort of. I think it's the Simonson Thor that I'm thinking of for the, which is almost the Kirby Thor. No, I don't know. I thought he had the sort of arm or shoulder pad things too. But anyway, the cape, huge cape. But this is going to be where it gets really neat, because I'm going to do something interesting with the helmet. And it will be much more horror-oriented than comic-oriented, I think. But yeah, this is Zombie Thor, and I think he looks great. I really like the way this went. With the feathers. With the circles, and now with the cape, I'm gonna add that in. I think that's gonna look really good. Can show all kinds of ripped areas. Oh. Guys, thanks so much for watching tonight. I really appreciate it. As always, I always remind people to subscribe if they can, please. It would really help a whole lot to get into that higher level of the algorithm and get seen by more folks. That's kind of my goal. I kind of want to have more people's eyes on my work and the things that I do, and maybe get inspiration and maybe get some art tips, see how things are done. I am really doing this like ground level from like basically nothing, blank page, no idea, just the concept that I'm doing Marvel Zombies. So that's what we're doing tonight, and it's a lot of fun. I get to kind of show you guys my process, And as you can see, it's not very, like, it's very organic. It's not very technical. I kind of go, on tangents, or, if I don't like something right away, I'll put it aside and things like that. So you really get to see that kind of process happen. And you know what? You're not alone. I do it too. I do that as well. Like, I have the same process probably that you do when you draw, So yeah, and you actually see things, you see things happen, and then, I kind of come back to it later on and I fix things. And so yeah, I kind of, I want you guys to see that, like, from the ground up type of, process. Because this is where all the blemishes are. This is all, you never see this in the artist montage, like the erasing and like the, this is no good, I'm gonna get back to this later, you know what I mean? Yeah, I do all that stuff because, that's how it is, that's how it is for reals, When you draw stuff, sometimes you get frustrated, or you're just not feeling it for that specific type of thing. Like earlier when I was trying to do Spider-Man, I was, as always, awful doing it, but particularly awful this time, and it was mostly because I hadn't, like, kind of warmed up to I went from like 0 to like 1,000, in a moment. And yeah, wasn't good. Wasn't good. The outcome was not great. But when I actually went to doing the Hulk one, that's where I should have started, and it was a lot easier, and it was a lot quicker and more like I kind of knew what I was doing with the Hulk. With Spider-Man, I never know what I'm doing with Spider-Man. Like, yeah, I try to give Spider-Man a backstory, and for some reason I just can't, like, I can't formulate anything for him. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm trying to draw the character a little, with a little bit of purpose, right? But, yeah, man, it's tough with Spider-Man for some reason. But I love the character. Like, I love the character, man. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, again, we're just sort of feeling the drawing out, and solidifying some areas, and finding maybe the tone, even the style you want to go with and that, like, just trying to figure that out. I think I kind of want to go with that really super detailed, and then really dark areas in there. I think that's kind of the way to go with this. But again, like, I'm kind of feeling it out, and I'm not used to the superheroes, man. I'm not used to doing the superheroes, so it's a bit of a challenge for me, believe it or not. And I'm a huge comic book guy, of course, right? So yeah, it's kind of strange that I don't know my way around superheroes that well. You think I would be, but I think the main thing is it's the costumes. Like, the costumes always confuse me. And that's why I don't do superheroes that well, I think. Well, I know that. Yeah. I know that. That's why. Yeah. Because there's so many different ones. Oh no, his thing went, oh yeah, that's right. Yes, that was his thing. The other thing was Wolverine. Okay, there. So that was Thor's thing. Right. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I love that now. Now I love that now. I love how you did that now. There. That weird knee pad thing. And you know what? I couldn't find that anywhere. I couldn't find that. I had to remember that with my brain. Of all the nerve. Yeah, like I've got a whole bunch of Marvel catalogs in front of me here, and I couldn't find one reference of that Thor. I guess that Steve Rude one maybe had it in there, but it could have been obstructed too. But anyway, what's the difference? Oh, okay, let's see, actually. I want to see if it does. Or if it was obstructed anyway. Oh, no, okay, it wasn't obstructed. Okay, well, there you go. But I thought of it anyway. Yeah, I don't remember, obviously, because I had to look, right? So I did remember that he had that spade card-shaped thing on top of his boot. In the old days of Thor. Yeah. So I like that. That's great. I think I really dig that. Yeah, that looks fine. Everything looks good there. It's got that sort of Neil Adams dynamic pose going at the same time with, like, super outrageously large body parts. So yeah, and there'll be more detail in these areas, with like the hand and everything as it's inked. But for now, he's gripping the hammer. Yeah. There. And he's got, like, the cape is super ripped and flowing. Yeah, it's almost like fire. Should I do that? Nah. That should be dark. Yeah, that's all dark in there. Yeah, that was intentional anyway. I thought maybe I should put a bit of his boot in there because I like that stripe motif on his boot, on the old boot, the old Thor boot. I like that motif on there. It looks good. It looks cool. It's just something to. I don't think it draws the attention, but I think it just adds a cool layer. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it and. Yeah, put some eyes up in this piece. Yeah, that's great. I love that. Yeah. And of course it goes right off the page. I wanted to make it like Simonson big. Or sorry, Walt Simonson rather, sorry. Yeah. Walt Simonson, big. That's where I wanna. That's what I was aiming for with this. And man, do I want to put? Because it looks kind of good there. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put it up to. Put it up to there. And then the rest is his shoulder. And to signify that, I'm going to add a massive vein coming from that area. Yeah. So this is part of the that shoulder pad thing. And this is his actual flesh. You gotta think of these things. That should be darker at the bottom. Yeah, darker at the bottom. Where am I going to cut it off? There? Yeah, I'm cutting it off at the cape. You know. And so there's going to be 2, 3, 4 different shadows there because of the levels of the cape. You know. There. Yeah. We're drawing Zombie Thor tonight on the live stream. You're in the studio with Rob Cicchetto. How you guys doing? I hope you're having a great night. I hope you had a great week. I hope your weekend has started with delights, treats. And I hope this is one of them. I hope you're treating yourself to watching some arts happen. Yeah. If you like pop culture, if you like zombies, if you like traditional art, basically you've come to the right place. Because all of that great stuff, all of those great words are expressed right here. Pop culture, zombies, traditional art, all that stuff is right here. Here. So yes, I hope you guys have had a great week and your weekend is off to a great start. I'll be here again very soon. Excuse me. After this episode, I usually try to do every other day in the schedule to do a live stream. Of course, I draw, in between that too. So the drawing never stops around here. What is this? Oh man, no way. That's good. Okay, I think it's just black wristbands. Yes, I think that's it. Like it's nothing else. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just black wristbands. I'm going to put a vein going like kind of through it, but not through it. Yeah. And, I'm kind of melding a bit of that Simonson chunkiness with the Neil Adams sort of, I guess, flow, if you want to call it that. That kind of flow, I guess, in that dynamic sort of, stance. And I'm trying to figure out where to put more zombie effects. Zombie effects. Yeah. Putting on the zombie effects, like makeup. Man, there's some great there's some great zombie movies coming up, especially, but there's some great movies coming up. Zombie ones especially. That Cold Storage one, man, that looks great, but it's coming out like next year though. But oh my goodness, does that ever look awesome? I love that. Yeah, Cold Storage. Check out the trailer for that. I think it's one of the guys from Stranger Things. I think it is. Anyway, yeah. So there we go. There's Zombie Thor. We're gonna go with that. That's a nice, thick, rich Zombie Thor. So we got Zombie Wolverine. Zombie Wolverine. He's, yeah, man. there's some, and again, you know what? I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, I could use some of this there. Boom, boom, boom. Adding some more of this. That should go like that. There, that's way better. See, again, you're looking at it with different eyes, and it begins to reveal itself betterer, you know. So yeah, you get a different perspective, you know. Yeah. So there we go, and yeah, I will kind of put in the idea that there's the mechanics for the. So now I don't know where they landed on the Wolverine mythos with like does he have like mechanics in his arms that were installed, or is it natural? Because it seemed like it was natural in the origin story. Like he already had the ability to do that. So did they just figure out a way to like coat his already existing? Like, man, there's lots of holes in that, but don't think. Yeah, you'll ruin it. You'll ruin it. You ruined it. You ruined everything. Yeah, you thought, fool. Yeah, how dare you? Yeah, yeah. When you think about it, there's lots to, yeah. But yeah, I guess it's the last thing where, you know, they just coded his already existing setup. But how does that even... anyway, no, don't think. Don't think. You fool. You ruined everything. No, there's got to be a sort of... there's got to be a explanation for this in the Marvel catalog GUI. There's gotta be like schematics for Wolverine's get up, his claw thing. And man, I read those comics. I just don't remember. It's true though. Well, it's not true. It's true. Yeah, it's kind of like a Sam Keith almost. No, that guy was crazy. Almost a Sam Keith. No, that guy was crazy. That guy, I love Sam Keith's. The Max. Oh, that guy is tremendous. Like, wow. Yeah. Everything, with a few exceptions. Sometimes, like a lot of artists do, they go kind of too far with whatever, and I kind of just tune out. But like for the most part, I mean, 97% of Sam Keith's stuff was absolutely terrific, memorable. Oh man, like just fantastic stuff, you know, like almost awe-inspiring. Those covers he did for bloody Marvel Presents of all things, you know. But I guess it was a prestige cover or comic to some people, because man, they had some pretty good talents on there, like Sam Keith. Obviously, you know, doing covers for those Wolverine stories, man. That was great, you know. That guy's a top-notch artist. He's like an indie guy, though, you know. He's kind of an indie guy. He's like the CM Punk almost of Marvel, you know. And there's not a lot of... I mean, not that he does... I don't think he does anything there anymore to any degree, but... you know, yeah, he was a weird pick, but man, so great, you know. So glad that he was he worked there for the while that he did, because His work was exceptional, man. Even that little one comic story. Yes, it was one comics, like it was a one comic story of Hulk and Mr. Hyde on a train. And man, I remember that comic. Like I obviously have it, but I really remember that comic because it stood out, and it was because of Sam Keith's art, of course. You know. So yeah, his work is so amazing. You know. And then when he did the Max, like, man, that was so unlike the other Image guys. But you know, they gave him the opportunity to do that, and that was great. You know, it wasn't all bad. Yeah, I think that stripe thing. And you know what? Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to darken that. I'm going to add that boot design thing there too. Yeah. So I'm going to kind of add that boot design thing there too, but the rest of it is there. So okay, so there. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I like the belt. I don't know why I like the belt. I don't know. It seems to fit more Wolverine. You know, I see Wolverine as kind of a trapper, you know, super loner guy. You know, I think I have the classic idea of what Wolverine originally kind of was. You know, in my head, and I kind of see him like that. You know, so yeah. Like a really grungy like dude almost, you know. Not this like, I love Hugh Jackman. Don't get me wrong, but like, you know, the Wolverine I sort of understood right from Jump Street was like that he was kind of animalistic, a loner, but like somehow, and then I think that was kind of another angle to him where he had this sort of cultured, you know, side to him. You know, this sort of like honor bound side, right? So that obviously belays the whole animalistic thing. So it's that duality of Wolverine, you know. It was like the duality of Wolverine, you know. Yeah. So, but yes, it was, right? That was the sort of, I guess, Japanese. That was the sort of the Japanese grounded Wolverine with, I think, Yuriko and that. So, yeah, you had that really like honor bound, you know, Wolverine type character, but the sort of Canuck in him was like the sort of you know, runty tough guy, you know, which I guess Puck ended up being, you know, the Wolverine, the sort of original Wolverine, you know, in Alpha Flight, right? So, yeah, so there we go. We got Thor, we got Wolverine. Oh, we got the Hulk here. We got the Hulk. Adding to this with this. The shoulder, and you know what? I think I might actually extend the back a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, I love that. I love that sort of stance. He's coming at you. It's big, you know. It's very big. He's kind of oddly mutating or rotting, or something is happening to him, so which makes it like more, you know, zombie-ish in its ways and means. So yeah, guys, check out Zombie Daily. I gotta say that, you gotta check it out. I have to say it because here's the thing: all the zombie art that I do here and everywhere else ends up on Zombie Daily, and you get to see brand new zombie art every single day. It's like Halloween every day. Like people always ask for lament after Halloween's over. They're like, oh, I wish Halloween was every day. Well, Halloween could be every day when you check out Zombie Daily. I have to finish these sentences. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, check out Zombie Daily, and I think you guys will marvel at the just amount of zombie art there. Zombie art created by one person. That's me, Rob Cicchetto. You're watching me draw right now, doing the Zombie Hulk. Because we're doing Marvel Zombies tonight. There. Okay, now Spider-Man. I gotta do Spider-Man. All right, here we go. Spider-Man. All right, here we go. He's just a bare naked man with a costume on him. Do something. Draw him. Okay, you know what? Yes, this is it. This is how I'm doing Spider-Man. Yeah, nice and loose. Nice and loose. Yeah, this is that leg is out. This leg is back. So this arm is out. And I think he's going to be sort of grabbing, and then this arm is going to be back. That's where the shoulder will go there. There. What are they? Okay. I'm trying to see how his costume goes. Okay, so that thing is okay. Yeah, again, Spider-Man's costume. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the arse, but I don't know. I just find that it is. What do I want his arm to do? Do I want his arm to be back? To be continued. To be continued. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, there we go. Again, you know what? You can actually hear the pencil on the paper making noise because it's so rough. Like, yeah, so like doing Spider-Man like on a rough surface to me is like, you're trying to do this like really fluid, rendering, and you're on this super rough like surface, man. It's just kind of funny. And I'm not making excuses or anything. It's just it's just weird. I'm literally not used to drawing this small. Firstly, drawing this small, and then drawing on the surface, and then like basically doing like a complete drawing, like from scratch, which means like I can't. Like, I have to basically finish the sketch, so I can't, like, sort of transfer a better copy of it and trace it nicely on the light table and all that. So I'm doing the whole process here, which, again, is a bit dodgy, right? Because, it gets dirty, and you have to see, you can't erase all of the working lines and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, like there's a lot of things. I think I was gonna start this live stream off by saying that there's a lot of things not going right, or like easily for me, rather, not right. Like, it's all fine. I just have to figure out ways to draw on this surface more or less, So yeah. So that's basically what I'm doing, and I haven't drawn, like, I don't draw superheroes very often, or really ever, unless I got a request. So, I'm figuring out those waters too. Like, I'm kind of getting acquainted with, comic book art or comic drawing too, So yeah, lots of things. In the way of a good drawing session, Now I'm looking at this. I'm going like, what should I do for his head or face or whatever? Like, he's, what is he doing? Maybe he's on the wall. Yeah. Maybe that. And then he's like grabbing over, so he's on the wall. Yeah, man, he's a wall crawler. So yeah, man, he's a wall crawler. Do I want that to be his head? Do I want that to be his head shape, or shape and size and location? I think I want to raise it a wee. But still have it, down, facing downward, and having those great, like, almost spidery hands, Quiet, you! There. And so, yeah, see, this now, I'm much more comfortable doing Spider-Man after all the other stuff, all the stuff and you know what? Let that be a lesson to me. Let that be a lesson to me. Start with the broad, easier, more flowy stuff that first, and then And you know what, guys? I couldn't have handled this better myself if I had thought of it, which I didn't. But you just really did see how that works. Start with the Hulk. Something rather, this is the metaphor. This is the metama. Start with the Hulk, and then do your Spider-Man, which I am not really familiar with, and always have a hard time getting in the head of Spider-Man to draw him well, But that's even after you do Thor and Wolverine. So yeah. Then you can do your Spider-Man when you're relaxed, when you've got a flow going on for superheroes, even in general. Then put on the Spider-Man. Yeah. And we're doing Marvel Zombies. Is it out? I was just talking about this the other day, wasn't I? Marvel Zombies. Wondering if it was out or out, or like if they released it or what. I had no idea, or when the release date was. So I don't know, but I heard that it's coming out. So yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in it. I like the comic, or like I like the original comic. I liked. I think there was one comic I really hated. Yeah, it suggested that Reed Richards intentionally did it, and or intentionally like infected the rest of the Fantastic Four as a test or something. And I was like, okay, come on, that's awful. Forget it. I'm out of here. And that was awful. I think that was Kirkman too who wrote that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was awful. I was like, there isn't a universe anywhere where Reed Richards is going to do that. That's the worst writing I've ever heard for that character. I'm sorry, but man, that was awful. That was, if it's a Mandela effect and I'm remembering it the wrong way, then shame on me. But I think that's what it was. I'm almost absolutely positive that's what it was. Like Reed Richards infected the rest of the Fantastic Four as a test or something. Yeah, and I was like, no, that's awful. What? So yeah, we got Spider-Man as a zombie, and poor Peter Parker, man, you can still see his eye. Yeah. Part of his ear. Yeah. Parker! Parker! Parker? Parker? Yeah, there we go. I think that's a much better Spider-Man than I'm used to drawing. Like, that's kind of more of a, some new Spider guy artist draws Spider-Man in a weird way, and then everybody ends up loving it because it's just from that era that they, were collecting or whatever. Yeah, I've seen it a million times, man. Yeah, But there was a lot of artists that were at Marvel for a cup of coffee, and they split. They were great, man. Like that Steve Pugh guy. I always is it Steve Pugh? The guy he did Hulk around the same time as McFarlane, like maybe right before or right after. I can't remember now. But yeah, he was just, like he did most of the ones with that Mr. Fix-It Hulk. But yeah, see how I don't want to do any of his costume? Yeah, I don't want to do any of his costume. Okay, so no, I got to do some of his costume. So I'm gonna need some reference. There's some reference. Oh, that's not good reference, is it? Okay, it's not bad, I guess. Or is it more like that? Okay. Yeah, probably. Douche. Okay, there. I think though I will, and I'm not trying to not do his costume, but I do feel like there should be a large component of his attire ripped to shreds and stuff, Spider-Man doesn't go quietly, man. You know, there's as much backstory as I could give Spider-Man. He doesn't go quietly. Like he's Spider-Man's gonna fight till there's nothing left, man. Like, you know, those heroes like the Thing. The Thing. You know, Spider-Man. Like, it's their heart. You know, so yeah. You know he's not gonna make a pretty zombie, you know. Yeah. Okay, so the boots are like this, right? Okay. And man, I love those feet actually. I love the feet. I love the feet on the brick wall, which I'm just drawing right now. Yeah, that looks great. Good. See, again, that's what happens when you practice, get loosened up. Not practice necessarily. Well, of course, practice, but when you do stuff that you do know, to loosen up a little bit, get a rhythm. Like I had to do Hulk, Thor, and Wolverine to do this Spider-Man because I just wasn't feeling Spider-Man. You know, I wasn't feeling it. And now I am, you know, or I am a little more, of course, you know. But again, like what? Okay, it goes like this, and this, yeah, that. Oh, and that's kind of the belt. Yeah, okay. Is that it? Yeah, I guess it is. And this. Well, and where's the spider emblem? Okay, what does it look like? I must have. Must have something even better. Okay, I think I see it. I think it's like this, and there. I think, right? Yeah. And then okay, so these lines go like this, right? Come on. Come on, get it right. Don't forget to put your name. There. Yeah. And that would then go there. You know what? I might have found my Spider-Man groove finally. Because I kind of now know what he's all about. So his boots go there. But they're not connected. No. It's just blue legs until the boots. And what are the cut of the boots? They're just straight across. You know what? It's like I'm seeing this for the first time like a kid. Oh, it's Spider-Man. Yeah, I've never, like, I see him, but I don't look at him, you know? It's one of those things, like if somebody asked me what does Spider-Man look like, draw Spider-Man, I'd be like, I don't know. But I think I kind of see the way he kind of goes now, you know? And then when you get the red on there, I'm sure the red and the blue really make the costume too, like make the you know, character too, you know, the design of them, you know, is really a massive standout, right? It's so simplistic and colorful. You know, there's not much to it at all. And I think that's why I kind of go like I always have trouble doing it, because I overcomplicate it. You know, I overcomplicate Spider-Man. You know, yeah. Because I love Spider-Man. I want to do more zombie Spider-Man drawings. I think he's a cool character. You know, but yeah, I always forget. But now I think after doing this, I think I'm going to a bit of a better idea of him. Do it. This is an incredible stream. Do original Kirby Iron Man. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will, Millhouse. Maybe I will. You know what the thing is? Here's the thing. Sure, I'll do the original. I'll do what I think it looks like, but I don't have reference for it, and that's the thing. Like, okay, I'm gonna do a really super, like, I don't know when Rot World, I don't know when you wrote that, but I don't know if there's a time there. But here I'm doing the original Kirby Iron Man, as much as I remember him. Did he have that kind of mouth? I don't even remember now. I think he had an antenna on his shoulder, though. Like the super early one. Yeah, the super early Kirby Ironman. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Like that Kirby Iron Man. And then I will zombie him. Shellhead. Hey, Shellhead. Man, see, I don't know. Like, this could be reference from any number of things. like robots from movies. I don't know. I'm making it up. I think this is what it looks like, but yeah. Did he? Oh yeah, and he had this. That is the huge thing that really. Yeah, I thought he had rivets on his head too or something. But yeah, that's a major thing right there is having that circle, you know. And then I think pretty much like the red and the red and yellow, like the Hulk Hulkamania colors, man. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. Again, I don't know if his boots do that. And again, I think I'm gonna fix the squelch on the arm here. But yeah, like I'm just making this obvious. I don't have any reference for the old Iron Man. I'm making it up as I go along. I think he kind of looks like this. I think. But yeah, I'm gonna give him the. I think he has this kind of pose. I think there is this kind of pose that he has. Isn't it like? What is it? Strange Terror, Tales to Astonish, but where he originally Tales of Suspense, maybe. First Iron Man, first appearance of Iron Man. Somebody Googled that. But yeah, first appearance of Iron Man. Tales of Suspense, I think. Tales of Suspense, I think. Yeah, and I don't know what the hands. Man, like I think the hands kind of did that. Kirby, kind of did those types of fingers and stuff. And I don't know if it was. I don't think it was connected. I think there was like a joint in there or something. So this is kind of. You're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like what I do to Tony. Not gonna like what I do to Tony. Oh yeah, he's biting the outside of it. Do you guys like this? This isn't a costume, this is a way of life. You guys like what I do? Guys, if you like what I do, please subscribe to the channel. I would really, really, really appreciate that. That would be so awesome. I promise to create more content. No, I really want to, try to, reach more folks, and hopefully inspire folks to draw, and get inspired a little bit to do things, in a sketchbook and relieve some stress and things like that. Like just trying to help people out, and artists too. Showing artists the process I use to do the things I do, the drawings that I do. Man, I've worked and done so many different things over the years in terms of like my zombie art. The places I've kind of been, which is incredible. I'm so happy to have experienced like working for Bicycle Cards, or rather doing a deck of cards, the zombie cards. That was such a great honor, I thought, to have done that. When I did that Everyday Zombies deck. That was so fun. I really, really enjoyed that, and I was so fortunate to get that. To have them ask about whether or not I'd like to do that. And of course I would, right? So yeah, and I know that those cards were such a big hit with so many people. I even get folks today saying that they still have that and played with it and like literally cherish it, and I'm like, wow, and I really loved doing that deck too. That was so awesome. Yeah, so much fun. And I should not put that there. But yeah, Tony Stark is trapped in his Iron Man armor, and he's zombieing out, man. Marvel Zombies, everybody. Yeah, check it out. He's trying to bite his way out of the armor. Arrgh. Yeah. So I'm putting all kinds of like little. And this is the original. This is the original like Iron Man armor. At least what I remember of it. I don't have reference for it. But I'm really gonna like mess up the armor too. I'm gonna put like mold and dirt and all kinds of other worldly constituents upon it, and to kind of dirty it up and zombie it up, and have Tony Stark in there trying to bite his way out of the armor. You know, I think that's kind of a fun. Thing. You know, maybe he's trying to. Maybe his hand is trying to get out of there or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll keep that. I don't know. But yeah, there's the best of my recollection, the original Iron Man armor, but like the zombie version of it. Because hey, it's Marvel Zombies after all. That's what we're doing tonight, folks. Marvel Zombies. So wow. I got this Spider-Man done. Yeah, pretty much not done, but the ink or the penciling of it mostly done, which is great. And I like it, which is really great because I always have trouble with Spider-Man. The trouble with Spider-Man. I always have trouble with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's not the character that I should be drawing. It's not in my wheelhouse, I don't think. But like it's not one of those instant things that kind of, like I'm more of a Hulk, Wolverine, barbarian, like Conan type guy. I kind of like that, rough hewn illustration kind of stuff, more fantasy art kind of thing. I think, I love comic book work too, but I kind of gravitate towards more of the rougher, less refined, but more artistic, I think, type of stuff. Yeah. For the most part, I think that's me. Yeah. And yeah, too, like you might have there might be a style that you gravitate towards more, and enjoy more too, right? Like everybody's got something that sort of, draws their eye, right? And man, a lot of people I think like my work because it has a lot of stuff in it to look at. It's often very detailed and things like that. So it gives people stuff to look at. Yeah. Having that detail in there, I think people like, I think people like that. Then this is this, I think. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man, that's Spidey, man. Who would have thought Spider-Man would be hard to do? I just find him hard to do because I can't get into his character for some reason. I don't think, which is weird. But yeah, you try to give the character a purpose or a meaning or whatever, and it's like, okay, I have to think that he's trying to get away from the city because he doesn't want to kill Mary Jane or whatever, and he feels like if he stays, he's gonna, so people are confronting him as he's leaving, and he's obviously a zombie, So that's my little sort of story for this. He's on the side of a building, and yeah, and that's kind of a classic. That's kind of a classic Spider-Man, I guess. Not pose, but oh my goodness, my nose is dripping like crazy. Yeah. Sorry guys. Well, I didn't think I'd be doing this Iron Man one, but I did. I did it. Yeah, as well as I could. I can't really remember exactly what classic Iron Man looks like. You know what? Let me just look in one spot. No, it's not. Definitely no. That's a Bronze Age Iron Man, I think. No, that's a Silver Age Iron Man. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so it's like I think the old or original Iron Man was Silver Age, wasn't he? He must have been. Yeah, I don't see. Rom. Yeah, I should do him as a zombie. Yes. But no, I've got like 5 things on the go. I'm gonna I'll do Rom Zombie next time as a bonus live stream. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you know what? We're ready to like, and then here's the thing. I think this is red. His arms are yellow. His body's red. Maybe these are red and this is yellow and red. Maybe? Yeah, I don't have anything to go on. Yeah. Well, okay, he's Iron Man. Everybody, you know what? He's just another version. He's just another he's another variant. Leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Yeah. Yeah. There, he's another variant. Oh, didn't he have like tracks on his? Yeah, man. There. I like that Iron Man. I think he looks good. Should I put that hand there? I think it's kind of hilarious. I think that the hand, Tony Stark's hand, trying to like get out of the armor. But doesn't he have like two of them up here too? No, I don't know, man. That looks kind of weird. I think the one just on his chest is the one. I think I'm thinking of another version where he had that. Yeah. Yeah. I really like this. So who is responsible for this? Is it Sick that asked about the Rotworld? Do original Kirby Iron Man. Yeah, okay. So that was you. So this is as close as I could come to original Kirby Iron Man. Because I think George Tuska did it right after him. After Kirby did. I'm pretty sure. So Kirby didn't do Iron Man for very long, but he did Iron Man, or very much, but he did do Iron Man in other books, like Avengers. What else? Yeah, Kirby did Iron Man some. He did a couple of covers too. But yeah, not a lot. He was doing more Captain America, I think, at the time. But yeah, like, I think he did the original In Tales to Astonish. The original Iron Man. I think that was him. Maybe now I'm thinking it was I can't remember his name now. Oh, fiddlesticks. That's when you get old and you can't remember. Yeah, so I just wanted to refine the torn cape thing a little bit more and kind of put some cool designy aspects into the rippage to make it look cool, to make it look to give it some kind of design, to give it a nice designy flourish that keeps that nice flow going. We got the nice cape flow going, and we're gonna pretend it went right off the screen, and that's where it continues. So we're gonna add those nice cape, ripped cape areas in there, and that looks great. I like that. I think, you know what? In fact, I'm gonna make these more like thems. Make these look more like thems. Again, this is still the working out process. We're working everything out. Oh God! And we're working everything out, and we're seeing how it looks, and then if it needs to be changed or augmented or better represented, then we do that. Then we add that. Yeah, there, more ripped cape stuff. I love that. That's great. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I really like this. I like the way this flows, and I like the design aspects of the ripped cape. Looks great. Yeah, and then his and you know what? I almost did this thing where it's like I tried to fit him in the confines of the paper, mush him into every corner. I kind of thought about that for a second. I'm like, that would be kind of cool, but then I wanted to do this thing with his helmet and everything, and those types of that kind of headdress type of thing, that kind of helmet type of thing. So yeah, and I guess I could have done that, even smushing him in there, but yeah, high concept zombie Thor, high concept zombie Thor. So there we go. I love that. I think it's good. I'm going to put a couple of more little, and you know what, again, I'm going to add the washes and stuff, and I am going to add, little veins and markings here, there, and everywhere to sort of, show the weight, size of the arms and the hammer and all that stuff, So again, little details will go in there too. Now, something tells me, okay, I'm just going to make a T for Thor, but I thought there was wings in there. So, oh, you know what? There is. There's wings off the circle. Yes. That's crazy. I just remembered that. Yeah, okay. So there we go. There again, rememberings. Yeah, good thing we got that computer. Good thing we got that computer up there. Because yeah, I'm not checking one right now. I don't have one at my disposal, right? So I'm kind of doing this, with no reference. Even these previews catalogs aren't any good for me. I don't know. I can't find that. That's not Spider-Man. That's Spider-Man, but it's not the Spider-Man that I'm doing right now. This is a different radioactive Spider-Man, So anyway, yeah, and then that just shows that. So, oh, his hands. I'm not doing Spider-Man now, but his hands have that. I wonder, did I leave? Oh no, okay. Both of his fists in the costume are gone. The costume's gone because, as if, again, Spider-Man goes out fighting. There. Spidey goes out fighty. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's chilling enough. He still has the eye. He still has Peter's eye. You know, bit of an ear left. I'll probably end up doing some little, you know, details in the mask that are kind of rippy and tattered, you know, because again, like this is I'm still working it out. Like this is the still working out phase, you know. It's pretty much there. Like I pretty much know where I'm going with this, you know, at this point. But yeah, I'm still changing. I'm still changing things also, you know. So I'm gonna just check the chat. Check the chat. Check chat. Okay. So Rot World and Sick and Nat and Philip. Thank you guys for watching tonight. Thanks for everyone watching tonight. Thanks to everyone watching tonight. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Please help me achieve greatness. Yeah, help me with the algorithm stream, and I will reach more folks, and I can do more videos, and I can do requests and everything. Yeah, I can do all sorts of fun things. So I know speed drawings. I got the speed holes. This drawing, the speed drawings are coming too. We're talking about doing that the other day. So yeah, I know folks love those a lot. I think they're kind of cool. But like, I'm not a process guy because I do the process, right? You know, I don't need to see the process, or that's not true. I do need to see the process, or I do like to rather see the process of other artists. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can't. That's. I do like doing it. I don't. I don't often adopt their methods. But sometimes I do, and sometimes they come in handy, and they're great, you know, because I'm pretty much, and I'm not saying that because I think I'm better than them or anything, for the love of goodness. I'm saying that because I'm too lazy to change my ways, man. Pretty much. No, you know what? I really like the way I do my stuff. So I kind of stick to the program for the most part. For the most part, you know, I always experiment and try different things and different materials and all kinds of things like that. But you know, for the most part, I kind of stick to the middle line type of thing, and because I feel like I have my my system down pat type of thing, you know. I use watercolor. I use pen and ink. I pencil things, and I like how I do stuff. Like I like how it's I think to a lot of people it's way too much work. There's way too much work involved, you know, because of the way I do things. But that's just the way I do stuff, you know. So yeah. So there, I think that's a good Spider-Man base. I think that's a great Thor base. I think that's a really good Iron Man base. There will be blood. There will be more stuff going on with this Iron Man, and yeah, Tony Stark trying to get out of it, trying to get out of the suit. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Galk. Oh. Yeah, that's That's a spicy meatball. Gonna put some more kind of stuff hanging off them and that. But yeah, like this is pretty much all I know of the original Iron Man. Kind of looks like that, I think, pretty much. You know, yeah. So we'll go with him. And oh yeah, then Wolverine, and then the Hulk. How can I forget these guys? Yeah, some Wolverine action going on there. You know. Yeah. Yeah, some Wolverine action going on. There's that. Yeah, there's that muscle. That goes there. That's there. Again, another peek and you're kind of getting it, you know. You're like, okay, I got to do this. Because you're not accustomed to the superhero thing, you know. You kind of... like I said, I'm not, right? So that's why this... Well, it's not taking a long time. It's just I'm putting a lot of detail into it, and I'm trying to make sure that everything's right, that everything's correct. I don't want to start inking or putting the washes on and then regretting it and going, I should have fixed that. So I'm kind of doing that. I'm taking my time. And you know what? The thing is, here's this. I'm showing you guys the real, honest to goodness process. Like this is live. This is happening for real. There's no script, obviously. You know, I'm showing you guys how I do this stuff, and I'm doing this really spontaneously at this point because the theme tonight was Marvel Zombies, and that's kind of it. There was no agenda. Like there was no like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I think I kind of knew that I was gonna do Spider-Man and the Hulk because like they're kind of, you know, the ambassadors of Marvel, like everybody knows them, and then Iron Man I guess too, but I didn't think of Iron Man first. I thought of Spider-Man and the Hulk first, and then I wanted to leave Iron Man to last because I was like, okay, Thor, maybe Captain America, but then I was like, no, I don't think I should do Captain America. But I'd like to. I like Captain America, but not in this. I think not in this run, you know. So yeah, we'll do more. We'll do more Marvel Zombies. I love doing Marvel Zombies. I mean, what's not to love, right? It's great, you know. I'm putting some more stuff and such, you know. Zombie, you know what, he went crazy first, right? And there I'm cracking up his power source there. He went crazy, and Iron Man went crazy, and you know, eventually Stark died in the armor. And I'm guessing the armor rebelled against him, and he died in the armor. So eventually, I guess the power, you know, for the suit somehow dies down. You know, again, eventually, right? Because he doesn't know how to power it up. The power source got to come from somewhere. Like, I don't think. Oh, and then this got damaged too. You know, in a fight with Thor. That's what I should actually do, is put like a... See, this is... this is literally... like, I'm going, okay, if Thor hit him there would be this big... And I'm literally drawing it as I'm thinking of the backstory of how this happened. So that is process, man. That is the process. I cannot... You know, show you, the words could not do justice to literally it happening, it unfolding in front of you right now. Yeah, this is such of a, you know, process thing where, you know, I'm literally creating the backstory and drawing it on him. in real time, you know. So yeah, kind of neat. I just find that I know you a lot of you are obviously used to that, but to point it out and to realize it is kind of fascinating, you know, because it's the way things are created. It's the way art's created, you know. It's so spontaneous, and the way I do things is very organic. Like it's very organic, you know. But it is though. Like it is, and you can see that. Like I'm not telling you things you're not actually watching happen in front of you, right? It is very organic, and I never kind of know exactly where it's going to go next, you know. I make it up, I change it, I fix it, you know, and that for this stuff, like not all my art is like this, or I do it like this too. Some of it is a little more structured and things like that. So, but yeah, for the most part, like this is how I draw, like this kind of stuff, you know. Basically content for Zombie Daily, and just tutorial stuff for you guys. Like you guys get to see a professional artist, which I am. I always downplay it and everything, but a professional artist, you know, the process behind how that individual creates, you know. So, you know, if you guys like that, if you think that's a great, cool thing, please subscribe to the channel and get more, because I will be doing more and more live streams as we continue. And of course, check out Zombie Daily, where all the zombie art goes to. That is a very, very cool place to be. Yeah, I would very, very much like it if you checked it out, because it's where all of my zombie art goes. It's where all of my art goes. All the art that you see me do here, and for years, art of mine has gone there. Every day, the non-zombie art is marked as bonus posts. If you want to check out some of that, some of my non-zombie art. Oh, the whiskers. The whiskers are blowing my nose constantly. Oh, it's awful. Anyway, okay, so now, are you still with me? Maybe some of you are just coming. Maybe some of you have just stepped in the door. If you have, my name is Rob Succhetto. I am the Earth's premier zombie artist, and I am drawing Marvel Zombies in my studio live tonight. There's my furry forearm. I'm trying out for that new werewolf movie. Yeah, I'm drawing Marvel Zombies tonight, guys. I draw zombies basically and literally for a living. I do zombie portraits, and I invented that service way back in 2006, where I started zombie portraits online. People can still order them. Order a zombie portrait. Order a zombie portrait. They're very cool. I invented that service back in 2006, like I mentioned, and ever since then, I've made a career out of drawing zombies. If you can believe it. I know it sounds crazy, but it is true. And tonight, just for fun and just to show you the process of drawing with traditional materials, I'm doing Marvel Zombies. Doing Marvel Zombies. It's gotta go zombie. It's gotta be zombie. And we got quite a few. And actually, if you want to see the beginning where I flubbed Spider-Man, I shouldn't have started with Spider-Man. I should have. Well, you know what? When you watch the video, you'll see actually how I in real time prove that it's better to start with the easier thing that you know and get the groove down. Before you start with the thing that you don't know, like Spider-Man, and what happens, because after a while of doing other characters, I went back to do Spider-Man, and it went much, much better. You know, because I'd already loosened up, and I got the sort of rhythm for the comic book characters and that, so it was a little easier. Wow, this paper is really reacting weird. Whoa, this is very weird. Okay, well, just have to work with it. Yeah, that is a very weird saturation there. The saturation. Yeah, that's very bizarre. Okay, well, I'll work with it. We'll see what happens. But that's the first gray wash, I guess, or that is the gray wash on the Thor zombie. Which I really like this one already. I really do. I really like this one already. Now, having said that, and having put this gray wash on it, and seeing the effects on this paper, I don't know about this. It has a weird saturation. Anyway, okay. Well, see, maybe it's because it's an old piece that's been kicking around for a while. I don't know, but that was weird. Not weird, just different. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that kind of saturation and absorption rate, because usually it's pretty forgiving. But it seemed like to dry and stabilize and, create the stain within seconds in some cases. So, it's art talk. No, I'm talking about the application of the watercolor on that last, on the, what is it? Thor drawing. Yeah. Okay. Well, here we go with the Hulk. I'm going to use a little bit more water. But, man, I could even keep him gray. No, I'm gonna make him green, or at least I'm going to touch him up with something, But anyway, this is the gray, wash anyway, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Everything's going to be gray for him here in this. On this, I guess, step, rather. Yeah, so we're doing Marvel Zombies. Tell your friends. Tell your friends to check out the guy that draws everything zombie. He's doing Marvel characters. He's doing the Hulk as a zombie. Oh, you gotta see it. It's so cool. That's what I'd be doing way back in the day. There. What time is it? Oh my goodness. What? It's almost midnight? Come on. That ain't no good. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do this because it's very watery and he's got a big surface. He's a big kid and he likes a big cereal. And wait a minute, wasn't Iron Man originally gray? Or am I he was. Yeah, he didn't turn orange and yellow and red until pretty much later. He was gray, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, Tales to Astonish, I think, right? Or Suspense, maybe. Tales of Suspense. Yeah, Tales of Suspense. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. It wasn't Tales to Astonish. It was Tales of Suspense, where first Iron Man, yeah, first Kirby or Tuska, maybe. Yeah, did Iron Man? Yeah, I think it was Tuska. Wow, and you know what, man? This almost looks like literally. Uh, this almost looks like a realistic, like an actual painting. Like it's got that weird, we call it texture to it, and again, not weird, but different and interesting. Weird. Well, you know what? It kind of is. It's different from the norm, but then it becomes the norm, or you know, you understand how it works or what it looks like or what it does, and then you know, it's not weird no more. You ain't weird no more. Weird in relation to the thing you already know, which you know. I don't know this paper other than the way I always use it, right? So the way I'm using it right now is not the way I normally use it, but man, I'm getting some incredible textures in there. Whew! Like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah. And some rust in there. Oh, that's just jam dandy. Yeah. Rust. But yeah, man, that looks. I really like that. You know, the armor looks like it's zombified almost. You know what I mean? And I might put actually little things in there to help that. I might put little details to help that idea across the line. The line. I'll try to do that. I think. Yeah, you'll see. You'll all see. You'll all see. Yeah, you like those little fart noises? I swear those sounds are not coming from me. It's this chair. It's like 9,000 years old. Yeah, I gotta get a new chair. A new chair. Yeah. So there's some there. I like that. There, I like that. Iron Man so far. Oh yeah, I gotta gray up. What's his name? Tony Stark. He's trying to eat at the armor. There, I want to put that Thor's hammer that hit. You know, his breastplate. Yeah. So the line's there, you know, you can see it. You know. So yeah, man, this is, I think, okay, well, what I'll do is do. You know what? Let me, just for a moment, I'm going to shorten this a little bit. And if I don't like it, I'm going to put it back. But I just feel it's a little long. And I feel that if I shorten it, it'll look better. But let's see. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, I think that's I think that's better. I think that's better. Yeah, I think that is. I think, yeah, he looks a little bit more fleshed out, and I kind of like that look. Like he's not, like he's definitely a full zombie, but he's got like sort of, you know, flesh still stuck to his bones, and you know, facial features are still kind of there. So, yeah, I think I like that better. Yeah, I think I like that better. So good. So good. And then you can see a bit more of the spider thing too, logo too. But yes, there will be a lot of tattered kind of areas. And, you know, yeah, there'll be, like, you know, obviously he's going to have bullet holes in him and stuff. You know, things of that nature. But yeah, I think that that's good for a zombie Spider-Man, zombie Spider-Man, Spoodamoon. Kind of like an Eric Larson stance, waist, you know. Yeah, that very simplistic sort of superhero, you know, look, you know, almost Ditko-ish, Steve Ditko, you know, yeah, and, you know, attention to the nails and things like that. There, I think that's good. I like that. That looks like a great, I could almost see that as a cover. Yeah, I can. I really can. In today's day and age, I can really see that as a cover. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Sure. Yeah, definitely. So, oh, and we got Wolverine. And who else? Oh, this was, Thor, right. Thor, Wolverine, Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man. Wow, that's a lot, guys. I got a lot of work when I'm with you guys. Thanks. Yeah. Really lighten up the night with zombie art, man. Oh my goodness, Saturday night, and we're lighting up the night with some zombie art here. All of this is for Zombie Daily, and guys, check out Zombie Daily. I am Rob Succhetto. I am the zombie artist to the world. I've drawn more zombies than anyone on Earth. And probably will keep that intact for a long time, because I keep doing it. If you haven't noticed, I'm doing Marvel Zombies right now. Remember Marvel Zombies? Well, if you don't, there is a cartoon, either there is an animated, I think it's a series coming out soon, if it's not out already. And I'm excited about it. I want to see it too. So in honor of that, I am doing a bunch of Marvel zombie characters as the undead, of course, and really having a good time doing it. And you're doing it here with me, because this is a live stream. It's happening right now. I know, I could say anything. But this is what we're doing tonight. And I'm having a lot of fun doing this. And again, like, if you watch the video, all of these were done entirely from scratch. So started out with a blank piece of paper, and this is where we're at right now. We're at the wash stage. we're putting the initial wash on the drawings that we're going to color. So it's a gray wash, and I use it for basically all of my zombie art for the most part, because it gives it that nice zombie dinge. That dinge that zombies have to them, or mostly do, you know. And it adds a little bit of depth as well. Adds depth to the drawing, to the character, to the drawing, whatever. Just adds depth to those colors that you use on top of it. So that's why I put a gray wash on first. You know, it depends too on cool, dark, whatever, warm, bright. Like it, you know, that varies from drawing to drawing as well. But it's usually the same intensity. Like it's usually the same depth, I guess. So yeah, it doesn't take away too much from the colors. You know, just gives them a little bit of character, lived in look. You know. Sorry, I was literally concentrating on those claws and then wondering why the watercolor was beading on there. That's really weird. Yeah, that is weird. Okay. Again, that might be could be anything. What is this? Oh, you know what? This piece of paper has been kicking around for, oh my goodness, months in my studio here, like in a bunch of other papers. Yeah. So who knows what got on there? But yeah, it looks like it's beading on there. If you can see, like on the claws. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. There. I'm gonna put a little bit more gray on these areas here. And then a little bit more there. I have to get a nice, big, thick Hulk. And you know what, man? Oh my goodness! One of the great things about this watercolor, I have to say, and this paper, or both, is that the dry time is incredibly fast. Like wow, very fast. So that's kind of a good thing. That's kind of a really, really good thing. Yeah, because hey, you want to get started on those inks right away, man. Yeah. So get all your washes in there. Yeah, that looks great. I like that Hulk. Yeah. Maybe I'll put some like bricks and broken stuff around him too, like he's walking through a wall, like the Kool-Aid guy. Oh yeah. That's Macho Man. Oh yeah. What else? Okay, so Thor. Now, what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put blue. I'm gonna get blue in there, and all the lines that aren't black are gonna be blue in there. So that goes there for now. I'm actually going to use a skin tone, which I guess I'll make for everybody, like a zombie skin tone that I'm going to make. And I guess these are blue also. Well, if they're not, they are now. Yeah, I don't have any reference. I'm going by instinct only. And I think those things on his shoulders are blue. Then he's got the blue right? Yeah, he's got the blue pantalones. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that red? Come on. Does he have red trunks? Thor. Okay, sorry. Good. Oh, goodness. Thor. Oh, man. And there's no classic Thor in here. There's no classic Thor in here. How do they? Maybe that's how they get away with it. I've never noticed before. They never draw a whole thing. Comic book artists never draw the whole thing. That's the secret. That's the secret. Oh, I can do yeah, I got a really good shot of Captain America there. That's great. Use that for sure. But Thor, though, Morbo. Thor, though, agrees. No, nothing. Nah, come on. Okay, I think it's got to be blue because. Yeah, it's got to be blue because. And his what? Legs are bare? No. I think that's true. No, I'm making him blue. I'm not making his legs bare. That's weird. No, I just find that. Yeah, I think it is though. I think his legs are bare in the like right from the get-go. Thor, you know. But yeah, I think that's weird. I think his legs being bare is kind of bizarre. It's too almost barbaric, or yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work for me, brother. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite work for me. The bare legs. Like if it was like a medieval Thor or something, then yes. But like a current day Thor with bare legs is weird, I find. You know? So yeah, I think he has the actual... But that middle part, his trunks are actually black, I guess. Because they look like that in the... So now... Any other... Oh, lots of blue on Spider-Man. So I might as well put it on there. Put it on there. Now... And then... Yeah, his legs are pretty much blue too. And he's got rips in his spider costume. There. Yeah. There. So we're doing Spider-Man, a Marvel zombie for Zombie Daily. And for the live stream, for you guys to check out the process of how I draw zombies. And I hope you dig it. Hope you dig it like a spigot. I'm going to actually, I guess, put in, yeah, that's all blue as well. That's blue, but there's a lot of, like, ripped areas, so. But yeah, I like that. I really think that's good. Really think that's good. Yeah. No, I like it. I like it. Not being a guy who draws Spider-Man, not bad. Not bad. You know? Something to work with anyway. Yeah, good. An interesting framework anyway. Yeah, I think. Yeah. And I like the way the feet, and I like the way he's on that wall. I think that works. I think it does. Yeah. I think maybe a little bit of blue undertones in there. lightly. Lightly. There. Quite lightly. Some some blue tones in there to help those areas recede. Yeah. There we go. And again, his that breastplate and Powersaurus has been smashed. So yeah, it's kind of destroyed in and around there. I'm going to put a little bit more of that on his shoulders. Yeah, to just kind of increase the size. By putting the dark on the outside like that helps increase the size. Because it looks like the shape is that outer color. Yeah. So there, and I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow in for Tony Stark, like a pale yellow in there for his zombie form. He's trying to get out of the suit. Yeah, he's trying to get out of the suit. There. I like that. I like it. I like that. I think it's kind of cool. I think that concept is kind of cool. Like he's trapped in the, he's a zombie, but he's trapped in the suit. Going crazy in there. I was going crazy in there. Going crazy in there down by the lake. Yeah. So a lot of again putting in those little areas of rust and decay and parts where I'm sure he either was punching and it's all bloody. Could put some dried blood in there, and stuff of that nature. Zombie-ish things, zombie characteristics. Adding those zombie characteristics to the proceedings, and there we go. We've got a nice. Zombie original, like the original, super original Kirby. I guess was it again? I can't remember if it was Kirby or if it was Tuska, George Tuska. I think that did Iron Man back in the day. When they were doing when he was in Tales of Suspense, yeah. So again, I'm doing the arm here, and I'm kind of going, kind of don't know what I'm doing because man, this paper. You know what? I think I know what's happening here. They changed the paper again because I noticed this type of paper. Both sides have that, and I think I showed you guys that in the last live stream too. Both sides of this paper have that texture, whereas before only one side had that texture. The other side was smooth. But seriously, and that's the side I used to love to work on because, yeah, I would say this is I use the other side of the dollar store watercolor paper, and that's what I was using, the other side, because it was smooth. And I think I had a piece of that. Yeah, I have a piece of that. And it's the cover, it's the back cover. Yeah. So, of one. It's the back cover of one of those. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Guys, it's Saturday night. You're watching me draw zombies and blow my nose. Because of, I'm assuming allergies, I hope. I don't think I have a cold. I don't feel like I do. I'm hoping I don't. I don't have time for that. Ain't got time for that. I don't have time. I really don't. I've got a lot of stuff to do, and like anybody does, eh? But I don't know. I guess maybe some people are like so stressed out and tired they'd rather be home and not doing work. Rather have a cold almost. But yeah, I've got too much to do. Too much to do about nothing. Got a lot of cons coming up. Oh yeah, can't wait. Oh, like some really, really, really great cons coming up. Super looking forward to that. Man, I'm gonna do this Wolverine. Yellow? Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna start with the lighter color. Right? Right? So I guess I'm gonna do this as the Wolverine yellow. And what did you have? Blue trunks? These are the bad times. I forget. I'll put some. Yeah, and then like weren't those the stripes were? I've seen them black too. So I think. I don't know. I thought his trunks were blue, and then he had like this was yellow. Like his legs were yellow, and I think his trunks were blue. But with this, didn't he have brown boots? See. And there's no current Wolverine. Is there a Wolverine anywhere? I don't have a Wolverine drawing it. Oh, there's one. Yeah, but guess what? It's at such an angle you can't tell. Oh, fiddledy sticks. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna do my best. Okay. Should I go with yellow there? Oh man. I think it's blue. Okay. Well. Yeah, I'm just making it up. I'm making up a Wolverine costume, okay? There. What am I gonna do? It's another alternate Wolverine. Yeah. Council of Wolverines forever. Yeah, I'm giving him some skin color there. Kind of like that actually. It's kind of cool. Kind of good color there. Yeah, I like it. I like that. It's got some yellow and white and green and other fancy constituents. Yeah. And then this. Yeah. Coming together. Yeah, put some in there. You know, you can't really tell if it's costume or flesh, and I'm gonna, augment that by the inks. I'm gonna actually try to lean into that with the inks, and there we go. That's another good wash. Again, I love the face. Like, it's so off-putting. Yeah, and chocolate pudding. Dad jokes. Not even a dad. He's not even a dad. There. Yeah, that's a good Wolverine. There. Okay. Who's next? Okay, the Hulk. So I think with the Hulk, I will just, I'm gonna go with obviously some green, but it won't be everything. I don't think it'll be some things, not everything, and there'll be some yellow in there. And yeah, this watercolor on this surface is really wonky, man. Woo! It's yeah, I'm definitely not used to this. I'm kind of playing along with it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm definitely not used to this type of watercolor coverage and absorption and everything. It's very weird to me. Yeah, it's new. It's new. And again, it's weird to me until I figure it out. But I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this watercolor to react like this, and it's kind of changing things up a little bit. So yeah, changing things up a little bit. Yeah, like I literally had to figure out a style for this paper that I could use that would work with this paper. I literally had to do that because otherwise I couldn't draw the detail that I needed to otherwise, Yeah, so I had to figure out an actual style that worked with the paper. Yeah. And I never do that. Yeah, you might be sitting there going, well, so? But yeah, no, it doesn't happen that way. It's usually, you know what you're getting into, your materials and all that stuff, and, everything's good. But this time, I'm taken by surprise by the way the reaction of the watercolor hits this paper. And like I said, I think this is a different paper I've never used before. Like I have used a very similar one, but I think they changed it up because again, this is the old one, and the one surface is textured and the other one is smooth, and I used to use the smooth, to draw on. So I'm using the textured on a different seemingly paper right now, and it's not reacting the way it usually does. And this is the first time I've used it. So yeah, that's what I mean. It's very different. So yeah, but I like that Hulk. I think that Hulk looks weird and colored and really weirdly colored and all that. So yeah, I think I dig that. I really like this. Oh, the Wolverine is still wet. And yeah, I guess it should be because, of course, I just did it. Oh, now the Thor, maybe a little darker hammer, definitely. Yeah, darker hammer. Darker under the knuckles. Maybe under the bicep a little bit and in there with the veins a bit. Yeah. Under the sunken in stomach, because zombie. I'm using a little bit more gray in areas that will be dark anyway, but I will use sparring dark so you can actually see what the image looks like, because the dark will be sort of pebbled in there. Yeah. There. Yeah. Helmet. I really like this Thor. I really like this zombie Thor. Yeah. Anything I can start on? Oh no. Oh no. The Spider-Man one, still have to put the red in. You put the red in? Who told you to put the red in? What is red anyway? There, getting some red. Look at that hairy arm. Look at it. Look at that. Putting the red in there now. Spider-Man red. Spider-Man red. Surprised Marvel doesn't have a patent on Spider-Man red and, you know, even blue. That's Spider-Man red. I can see that. I can see that. I can see them doing that. Coming up with a color that... Yeah, but I think the printing process wouldn't allow for that color matching in comics, probably. Yeah. Unless, you know, it doesn't matter for comics, because, you know, you can interpret it with different lighting effects and things like that, and that would change the color drastically, you know. But yeah, just to call a color Spider-Man red, you know, and Marvel patents that color, so if you want it for whatever, you gotta pay extra because it's Marvel. I am very surprised that doesn't exist. That must exist in some way. For them to leave a stone unturned when it comes to money, you know. Unless they're hearing it for the first time, in which I want in. Yeah. The official Spider-Man color, right? Spider-Man red, Spider-Man blue. Yeah, like the Tim Sale comics with, who was it, Loeb? Jeff Loeb did them? Wrote the Tim Sale. They would take on characters, right? Like Daredevil red was them, or Daredevil yellow rather, and then was it Spider-Man blue? I think it was Spider-Man blue and Hulk gray. So they did all the colors, and then they did what do you call it? Then they did Long Halloween, right? For DC. Yeah. So there we go with some Spider-Man. And yeah, I think that's actually I think I can put a skin color in there already because it's dry enough. Oh, that's a bit too much, I think, but I'll try to spread it out. Maybe I should have put that gray or the red after. Oh well. I can put it on top. I can put more red in there for sure. But I'm going to muddy up the colors a little bit, I think, because I really want him to look lived in too. Like I really want his like costume and skin color to almost mesh a little bit. Like almost you can't tell where one ends and the other begins almost. You know? I kind of want that. And in order to do that, gotta kind of do this so that it spreads in there. Yeah, and there's some yellower teeth. Yeah, like he's got flesh on him, but he's definitely way too far gone as a zombie for anything else. Yeah, he's a goner. Poor Peter Parker, man. But, as always, he went out fighting. That's why he looks awful, like he does, like here. Unfortunately. But, as I said, you know, he's a fighter. He went out fighting for sure. And that's kind of why he looks like this, unfortunately. But, you know, he probably made a difference going out before he was taken over by the zombies. Yeah. Hey, well, that's the backstory, right? That's the backstory you gotta have. You gotta have a backstory for your things, for your drawings. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's blood too, and there's lots of detail and decay and drippy areas and torn areas and things like that. So yeah, I want to put all that kind of in there. Show it all in there. Mix it in there a lot too, because I don't want it to sort of look like a paint by numbers. I want it to look a little painterly. So yeah, like there's a lot of like muddiness in there, and not in a bad way. Like muddiness in a way that's sort of like not pure color. Like the colors sort of intertwine a little bit, And I want to put a bit of that in the eye in there, yeah. So there, that's the kind of look I'm going for that. Like again, it's weird paper. It's very bizarre. I'm kind of I'm kind of learning how it works as I go, and I'm seeing how it works as I go. So yeah, now I'm gonna do Hulk's pants here, and again, I kind of don't know what kind of color this is. What kind of color I kind of made here. I made it purple, but I'm gonna see how it goes on. And once again, it's very. I don't know how any of this is going to react, so I could be making a huge mistake. Yeah, with the purple. We'll see. We'll see if it's too dark, or whom. Yeah, I don't want to do the ripped part around his waist, or even this part. I kind of want to leave it not gray. Maybe yeah. Maybe I'll add a little bit of gray, thicker gray to that thicker gray to the ripped areas, so that they're a little darker. But I do want to keep those colors kind of separate, the ripped parts. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, the babblings of an old man. The babblings of an old man drawing stuff. Just thinking out loud, basically, is what I'm doing, and trying to work things out, even working out this color, And actually, I'm gonna do the blue hair thing, or use that as the the base, What about base? Yeah, mostly that blue kind of, undertone to his hair. So when the black sort of has a bit of a hot spot, it's kind of more blue, Yeah, it's like that. It's like the superhero costumes. They have that blue sort of highlight when within the black, right? Within the dark black area. So that's great. I like this Hulk. This Hulk looks good. Man, guys, we got so much done. Can you believe that? That's incredible. Wowee. Yeah, I'm going to do more of his pants. Well, he's got trunks. I thought he had a red belt though, but then what would that color be? Probably, oh boy, I don't know. And I'm gonna make his boots blue. Damn it. Yeah, I think they are, aren't they? I don't know. And then this knee pad, I guess. Oh, I went over. Damn it. Oh, okay. There. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna do that. And I'm gonna do this to really, differentiate those areas. Yeah. There. And add some dark areas in there. Yeah. Oh, I really I love this. I love this. I really do. No, I really like the way this turned out. I really like the way, like, everything tonight turned out great, I thought. I think everything worked out really well. I'm always skeptical about Spider-Man. I'm always like, it's not good enough. It's not. But I've seen way, way, way worse stuff in Marvel Comics themselves. So you know what? And for it not even being finished yet, I do. I think I like it. I like it a lot, and I think it's good. I think I got my groove back when I did this, and I like the results. So, and like I said, I've seen way worse by, professional artists in the comics, right? So I think this definitely is good enough. And again, because I always doubt myself with Spider-Man, I always like. I never do a good Spider-Man, I don't think. And I've done Spider-Man and I've come close, but yeah, I always have trouble doing them. I always have trouble getting into the Spider-Man rhythm, and I think that's it. And after doing the other drawings first, I was in the general vicinity. I was in the basically superhero drawing mode. So doing the Spider-Man was a lot easier, a lot easier when I shouldn't have started with him. I started with Spider-Man, and I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. So yeah, but and you know what? That's something I would literally and you know what? There, I just proved how that works. Like, always try doing the thing that you're comfortable with first and get in the groove, and you just saw that play out tonight in real time, and so it works, man. You know that works because you saw it happen. And I'm a professional artist. I've been doing this for years, decades, and I still use like the same sorts of methods and things like that. But you know what? You still kind of learn from stuff on an almost daily basis, right? So yeah, there we go. And something that you don't normally draw is oftentimes something you have to kind of get reacquainted with. And so yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing with doing the Marvel Zombies here tonight. And I really wanted to do them too, because I always love doing like comic book characters, and I haven't done them in a long time. Like, even just for fun, I haven't done comic book characters of any kind for a long time, like the traditional comic book characters and stuff. like Spider-Man, Hulk, Captain America, and those guys. You know, so yeah, it was great to get back to you know, kind of doing them again. And yeah, this is good. I think that one's on its way to being good. I'm gonna add a little bit of forearm to this there, and I think now we'll put in the red. It's my forearm again. Putting in the red for the cape. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Hello. Oh my goodness, excuse me guys. Woo! And yeah, putting in the red Thor cape in there and having it classiola with the arm. You know, those two colors almost discordant, and for a for showing discordant colors, check out discordant colors. Like Google discordant colors and see what comes up, and you actually see. Boy, I'm sorry guys, I'm just so stuffed up. You'll actually see the colors like touching and vibrating because they're so discordant, and that's a true thing. So actually check that out. So this arm color and this cape color are almost discordant. You know, they're almost of the same shade, but on opposite ends of the spectrum. You know, or on a very, very tenable place on that spectrum for those two colors to share space. Yeah. So there's some nice red, and it's dirty, and I love it. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. It seemed. No, you know what? It literally is the way, and like I said, the way the paper is reacting to the watercolor paint that I'm using tonight is very unexpected. Like, it's very unexpected. So yeah. Oops. Yeah, that's the cape there. Okay. Yeah, it was very unexpected. So, just letting you know, the way I'm painting is kind of a little bit different than I usually do. And you know what? The dry time is like shorter too with this, and that's part of the absorption quotient, and I find that weird. And again, not weird. Sorry, different. It's different. It's different from what I'm used to. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's not weird. It's only weird in the sense that it's not something I'm used to, and it was unexpected. So, but now that I'm kind of acclimatizing myself to it, I really like it. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and yeah, it's you have to almost do a different style with the paper because it's got that weird texture to it. Weird. No, it does. It is a weird texture. I don't know what that really is. You know, it's kind of like snakeskin almost. I know that sounds bizarre, but yeah. There. Yeah, that looks great. I really like that. There's lots of nice contrast in there. 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 Yeah, a lot of nice contrast in there with the colors, especially, you know, with that arm, of course. And yeah, man, you could really the paper here is like damp. It's wet. Like the whole paper feels like that. Anyway, yeah, this is a very different watercolor paper to what I'm used to. It's the same, company that makes it, but it's got a different, absorption rate and other things. Yeah, because yes, both sides of it are textured, and the old one was just the one side. I'd use the other side for the smooth texture and paint on that instead, because your drawings are more precise, right? Because there's no weird texture there, making things go crazy, screwing up your adjusting your line for you. Like your lines are not as straight, right? They're all over the kind of place in that little area because of that texture. So, yeah. Anyway, this paper is definitely different. So, but you get to sort of know it, and then you get to sort of use it the way it should be used. And I think that's a great start for that Thor. And again, this is the really ugly phase of the paintings. So yeah, you must forgive me for that. Oh my goodness, my nose is dripping like crazy. What time we got? 12:38. Guys, I'm gonna have to call it a night. But oh my goodness. Look at all, I cannot believe how much we got done. You know what? I just want to do one thing, if I can. Oh boy, the drying, it does dry fast, but it's still damp I still feel dampness on the surface there. I just want to do the smallest bit of inking. I so want to draw these. Everything up until now was a hardship. Now the fun stuff is happening, and I have to call it a night. But I kind of don't want to. But at the same time, I'm getting a little tired. And the thing is, too, I'm really stuffed up, and not as stuffed up as I am sneezing and my nose is dripping and stuff. So. Yeah, it's kind of been an issue. But yeah, I really want to get going on these as far as inking, because man, they're going to be so much fun. And I'm using a Sharpie for this, and it works wonderfully. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Okay. But I have to go. Yeah, how long can I say that to myself and stay here? No, I really do. I have to, my nose is dripping out of control, and I should, I should get a good night's sleep, for sure. Yeah, that's not going to happen, but hey, maybe I'll do another live stream tomorrow night. Woo! Because I usually do them on Sunday night, I guess, for whatever reason. Yeah. But yeah, I really want to ink these, man. As you can see, And I think I'm gonna. Yes, I love that. He's definitely a zombie, and I love that. That's great. Yeah, Marvel Zombies, guys. Holy cow! Look at how much we got done tonight. Look at this. This is insane. We got all this done. Let me fix the camera there. I'll show you guys. Give you an overview. The overlook of what we did tonight. Holy. And all of this was all blank pages when we got here tonight. And look at what we've done. Look at all that we've done tonight. Wow. what was that? 3.5 hours, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Marvel zombies, like almost, well, absolutely to the inking stage, definitely to the inking stage. Yes. So the next time you see me, I'll be inking these for you guys, so you can actually see the whole process again in like 2 videos. You know, I could do one at a time, but I think it's kind of cooler and more fun when we do like five at a time. I like doing things 5 at a time. So yeah. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I am Rob Sachetto. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please check out Zombie Daily, and please check out Zombie Portraits as well. You want to get a zombie portrait for sure. You can see my mouth just dangling there. Yes, please subscribe to the channel. That is a big thing. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to see more cool content like this being created, yeah, subscribe to the channel. Really makes that happen. I need very little motivation to create more content, and I love doing it for you guys. It's really my pleasure. So if you'd like to make it easier and happier and more wonderful for me, please do subscribe to the channel and get me into that higher echelon of the algorithm stream, so I can get in front of more eyes and show people some more art and fun things. So yes, until next time, guys, best wishes, love, and I will see you very soon. Again, I'll let y'all know when another live stream is imminent. But until then, I hope you enjoyed today's live stream with Marvel Zombies. All right, I'll see you next time.